What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kieran, and today I'm going to be doing an astrology reading. Okay, we're going to be taking a look at the Earth sign Taurus, and this is going to be a general reading. I'm going to do these maybe once or twice a month. I'm fairly new to doing astrology readings. I usually do twin flame readings or sort of readings about messages from the angels, guides, things like that, sort of assistance readings and stuff like that. So I'm new to astrology readings, but this is where I'm called to go at this time. So today I'm going to be doing Taurus readings. So in the future, I'll probably branch out within the reading and maybe add a little bit more. But for now, we're going to keep these videos around 15 to 20 minutes, and we're going to do an energy. We're going to do love. And this is, again, love can be singles or relationships. I'll read them accordingly. And then we're going to do money and career. Okay. So it's going to be general reading, and we'll keep it like this for now. And in the future, we'll branch out. Okay. And these are all the decks that I use. This is just my little setup. There's a book here that I always recommend. It's called Fuck It, Be at Peace with Life Just As It Is. It's a series of books called Fuck It, the Spiritual Way by John Parkin. It's a pretty funny book. I found it more helpful than other kinds of spiritual texts. So maybe you will too, maybe you won't, but it's there nonetheless. All right, guys, so let's take a look and see where we're at for Taurus. Okay, so dear spirit guides, please connect me to the energy, the collective energy of Taurus, and the and the energies of what's going on this month for November with the Taurus collective. Okay, and we're going to start with the energy for you guys. So dear spirit, what's going on with the energy of Taurus at this time? What are they experiencing right now? What's going on with them? What's going on with Taurus? I might pull these cards back at some point because I don't really know how to actually shuffle. I never did. I'm never going to learn either. And so sometimes I might have to pull them back away from the camera. I'm not cheating though, because I don't care that much. All right, guys. So the first card that we have for Taurus energetically this month is we have the Four of Swords. Okay, now what this talks about for Taurus is healing and rest and recuperation. So Tauruses, you may have been maybe you have been through a lot, or maybe there's just been some kind of heartbreak because this comes after the Three of Swords. But energetically, whatever's going on with Tauruses is that you guys would have been feeling a little bit like restless, or a little bit just like drained, like maybe you've been doing too much, overexerting yourself. The Four of Swords comes in here as an energy of healing and rest, right? This toad is resting on this sword, and what that symbolizes is resting on your thoughts, not doing too much, not trying to branch out too differently. Really using this month of November to take a break from the everyday, the busy life, right? And to contemplate, to sit, to be still. Okay, so there's this energy being made available for the Taurus group here, where you're going to be able to really take a rest, to really get a good break coming in here. Now, it may not be the kind of break that you've been expecting. We all think the only way we can take a break is by vacationing to some tropical island, but that's simply not the case. If we don't find ways to rest, to break within our daily life, our daily life does start to consume us. Much in the same way that I might consume some chocolate, which is to say, greedily and destructively. So we want to rest, we want to take a break, we want to be able to recuperate our mental and physical health. Okay, so we do have some resting energy coming in here for you guys for this month, starting this off. Let's see what else I can get. In the future, I'm going to be doing these much more at the beginning of the month rather than towards the middle. But anyway, that's just how it is. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So now we have some energy around slow moving and patience. Now, this is a card about comfort and security, but this is not in the career section of the reading. This is in the energy. So energetically, the Nine of Pentacles here, and we have this animal. This is why I like to use this deck, is because the tortoise represents this patient, slow energy. Now, you guys may be tired of feeling like things aren't working out in your favor, or maybe the slower energies are sort of, you're waiting on something to come in and it's kind of taking a while. This is the energy. Again, it kind of couples with the resting toad, not a very fast creature, not the slowest, but in the desert, they spend a lot of time just getting baked in the sun, not getting high, but literally being baked, just taking in the sun, right? We have these, I'm pretty sure these are both cold-blooded animals. And so the tortoise here as well. We have this very land animals. So this is that earth energy, right? And this toad is earth energy as well, right? It's not a frog and not a turtle. We have tortoise, right? So lack of water here. We have groundedness and we have security and slowness. So energetically, this is again taking time to pause, taking time to reflect, taking time to focus. You know, you guys are probably feeling very grounded. There is this grounded energy coming in for you guys. So if you guys have been feeling a little bit out of balance, not really feeling very sure of your place, maybe and even in the world, this Knight of Pentacles is coming in to really ground you into this present moment, to ground you either in your job, in your finances, but energetically grounding you in your actual reality. Okay, so this also is a call to spend time in nature, and also getting this around the diet as well, diet changes and stuff like that coming up for you guys possibly, because that kind of comes into my mind as well. You know, being very slow. The turtle doesn't eat that very much. They live a long time, so this is taking care of your health and doing things in a very slow manner. So you may be feeling called to be slow. There is this energy where you are going to be able to sort of rest, take a little bit of a break again with that Four of Swords, and again move more slowly. This energy to kind of put you more into the present moment rather than the stress and worries. And that's why that Four of Swords comes up, because it needs to be taken away from the stress, away from the worries, and back into the present moment. Okay, so let's get one other card for the energy of Taurus in the month of November. And energetically, lastly, we have the Six of Wands with the honeybee. If you can see that, there's a little honeybee right there. So Six of Wands talks about victory and success, some type of objective being reached, a goal being achieved here. So energetically, the Six of Wands is sort of an explosion of feelings, something kind of finally coming to the surface. So if we start with this resting period, we start with this relaxation, trying to rejuvenate our physical health, which a lot of us sort of avoid, not necessarily the physical health part, but the resting part. We think we have to constantly do things to sort of get our health back, to get our mind state, but usually it just means actually doing nothing, right? So the Six of Wands here talks about after this period of resting and going slow and becoming grounded, we have these feelings rising to the surface. So energetically, it seems like whatever has been causing chaos in your life, whatever's been throwing you for a loop, this Six of Wands is saying that after this energy sort of runs its course, and you do listen to it, assuming that you do, that the Six of Wands talks about feelings sort of being expressed. So something coming to the surface, some passion being revigorated in your life, something coming to the fruition within you, okay? A reconnection to self, a reconnection to your feminine spirit, a reconnection to your feminine side, and a reconnection to your creative abilities, your emotional world, and your vigor and your passion for life, okay? So a lot of you essentially kind of getting your groove back, getting your mojo back, okay? That's really coming in this month, all right? And that's what your energy is going to be like. We're going to take a look at love for Taurus. So, dear Spirit, what's going on with the love connections for Taurus collective for the month of November, singles and people in a relationship? All right, let's take a look. So, the love for Taurus is the Knight of Wands. So, this is an ostrich. So, a lot of you guys are charging forward with something new. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be leaving anybody or that your relationship is going to break apart or anything. What I mean by new is the energy, right? The Knight of Wands travels very quickly, very passionately towards something, blockages being lifted. So already, if you're in a relationship and it's kind of been being slow, and maybe it is because of this Four of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands suggests that there's going to be a lot of passion and some movement forward. Okay, for singles, we're looking at the same kind of energy. We're looking at if you're single, meeting a lot of people, charging forward. Maybe a lot of you are even taking action, sort of just putting yourself out there a little bit, charging forward, traveling a lot, doing what you can, focusing on meeting new people, networking, that sort of idea. And again, in relationships, definitely the relationship itself picking up pace, okay? So let's keep going with that. Two more cards for the love reading. I usually only take them if they flip, unless I get pretty high on time, in which case I'll just start taking whatever comes out. But for now, we're going to wait for it to flip. We have the Sun card, so that's a very welcome card. So this is great. So for Tauruses, for whatever collective of Taurus I'm reading for, hopefully every single one of you people, the Sun card is enlightenment here, happiness, youthfulness, childlike innocence, this lemur sort of meditating underneath the sun, sort of being one, looking very zen, and appreciating nature. It's sitting, relaxing, okay? So we also have this double nature element here, getting out in the sun, getting out and being out in nature, existing outside of your home. Uh, so for people in relationships, you are, again, your relationship's progressing. It's going into this happy period, feeling more connected, feeling more childlike. So stresses, things like that, kind of going back into the background and allowing this new innocence to flourish and blossom within your relationship. So things looking very clear for those in a relationship. For singles, it's also very, very good news because it talks about meeting a lot of people with the Knight of Wands. And a lot of people coming towards you, could possibly be the fire sign. And then this Sun card indicating happiness, joy, meeting somebody who makes you feel like a child. Okay, Sun card is, I think, a great card for singles because it does mean in love that you're finally going to find something that illuminates you, that makes you quite happy, that does feel like it's very bright in your life. So a lot of you singles are actually going to be meeting the right kind of people this month. Even if you don't necessarily find the one, it's meeting more people that are like-minded, and of course it could be construed to be friendships or those kinds of relationships as well. But obviously, we're looking at romantic love primarily. But that friendship stuff's always going to come in because love is love at the end of the day. So meeting singles, definitely having a really good time with the love life. Again, maybe you guys are just having casual sex, which is sometimes lots of fun. And others of you finally actually meeting somebody that does make you feel quite youthful, quite innocent. That is what you've been waiting for, especially with that Knight of Wands, somebody sort of charging in very unexpected. And again, for relationships, just a relationship becoming more fun in general and becoming much more reflective of who you really are. And then look at this, they have the Four of Wands. So this is a strong twin flame kind of energy. If you're a Taurus, you also watch twin flame readings. Maybe you even watch my twin flame readings. You'll notice, or what you pay attention to, you'll know of this Four of Wands, meaning the twin flame kind of card. Not that there is a specific card around that, but you get what I'm trying to say. So the Four of Wands is a celebration, marriage, a harmony, a union of some kind. Usually does indicate some sort of coming together of something, whether it's two people. This is sort of synonymous with the 1111, and which is coming up, which I will be doing a twin flame reading on that for sure. But yes, for relationships, this is marriage. This is a deeper commitment. This is moving in together, possibly. This is getting together. This is maybe even just the first time getting laid, whatever that's going on with you guys. It's different for everybody, right? General reading. But coming together, harmony, peace, union within a relationship. So if those guys are in a relationship, it's really gonna pick up pace, become much more fun, much more beautiful, and much more committed. Okay, and for those singles, you could possibly be meeting some kind of high level soulmate, twin flame, if that's what your specific journey is in this life. I do not prescribe to the idea that everybody on this earth has a twin flame, or at least that they're not going to meet one. But however, I can't tell you if you're not going to, or if you are going to. But for some of you, you quite possibly will meet your twin flame. Maybe you've already been in a relationship with them. Maybe it's cycling back around. Only you know, right? But for you singles out there who resonate with the twin flame journey, looks like that's going to come back for you in a very clean way, unexpected way. And for others of you, meeting that one, meeting the soulmate, meeting the perfect kind of partner. So for Taurus's, love is looking very, very good for you guys. And that reflects a little bit in the energy where you're supposed to be kind of taking this time to rest, to heal, to become grounded. And that might explain the Six of Wands, where this feeling sort of explodes. So this feeling is probably directly related to this energy here because it is, of course, on top of this Four of Wands. Okay. So now let's take a look at career and money for Taurus. Energy's looking pretty good. Yeah, a little bit slow, a little bit focused more on your own physical being, but love looking very good. But let's take a look at career and money for Taurus. So dear Spirit, what's going on with money, finances, career for Taurus, November 2020. Let's see what cards will flip. Okay, so the first card we have, Major Arcana, which is the Justice card. Justice talks about balance and truth. So I don't necessarily know what this bird has to do with justice. I don't even know what the hell this is, like an egret or some shit. I don't know, and I also don't know what it's doing. Performative dance. I don't know, but justice does talk about truth. It does talk about some kind of karma being resolved. So it's not necessarily good or bad, but it is in your favor. So if you've been doing the wrong in your career and your finances, then you are going to get what you deserve. But if you've been okay with yourself, if you've been trying your best, if you've been looking for something, this talks about clean slate, some kind of truth, some kind of justice, karma working out in your favor. So what this would mean is that, say, if you got fired, well, maybe there's a compensation package coming your way, or possibly if you've been fired and you've been trying to find a job, then this would indicate a job coming back to you. So whatever you've lost is essentially coming back to you, as long as you're again, if you were in the right karmically. If you did something wrong, you know it. I'm not here to blame you. You'll understand. But career money wise, it does talk about something coming your way and justice being served. So it could be court, it could be a balance of things. Again, it could be not. I don't really necessarily see a promotion with that card, but it talks about some kind of clean slate and some truth being told at work. Okay, so this could definitely be related to. People at work, right? Even could just be talking about your being right at work, right? That the head of a project, something like that. Like maybe you've had some arguments, things like that, and things are finally going to be cleared away for you. What else can we pick up? Get some other cards coming in here. We have this King of Wands, so very strong creative energies here, very strong entrepreneurial energies, very worldly, very travel-like, very concerned with business, and very good at business, very good at management. Okay, so this could be a boss appreciating your work, a King of Wands type person. Also, more than likely, it could be you as the King of Wands. It doesn't matter if you have a penis or a vagina or a little combination of both, whatever's going on there. But it talks about being in this energy of taking what you deserve, taking what's yours. Okay, it's not really about what you deserve, it's about what you take. So being in this energy of what I want is what I want, and that's good. So a lot of you guys, who next this justice card talks about a strong indication of self-starting a career, and maybe that's where the justice comes in, having the money to do so. I do feel like strongly a lot of you are going to be having the money and the funds to start whatever kind of business or career that you've wanted. If you're already in a business, the justice and the King of Wands comes in here to talk about um, some kind of appreciation for your values, some kind of recognition for talents, and maybe even moving on or moving forward, having more energy in your business life as well. But certainly it's a very, very strong self-starting energy. So for all you entrepreneurs out there or people who have been thinking about that, it does refer to a strong indication that that is in the cards for you, quite literally, and that anything that you've been doing this month is going to be successful. So you've been thinking about starting anything, whether it's in a current existing job or a new job, it will be quite successful. And let's see what the last card we can get is. It didn't flip. I'm not going to take that little sneaky card. One last card for Taurus, career money, November 2020. All right, and then we have lastly, yikes, we have the Tower card. Okay, so this is something unexpected, some big change in regards to work. Yeah, definitely coming in now with a very, this is coming in strong energy of self-starting. Okay, this is almost, I get a big idea, big feeling. Let's say a lot of you guys are thinking about quitting your job. And that's kind of what you need to do. If you've been thinking about quitting your job, this is sort of a significant reading then, because it's saying the Tower card, something unexpected. So you have Justice, the King of Wands, sort of like, okay, you have what you need. You have the energy, the power, the position, the opportunity to self-start, to create something, to do something new. And the Tower card means about a change. So usually the Tower is unexpected. But in this case, I don't necessarily think that it's going to be something terribly unexpected happening to you, something resulting in very bad news. It has more to do with, I think, you causing the Tower moment, quitting your job, moving to a different field, doing something new, taking a new opportunity, something unexpected to other people. Though certainly this is a general reading, but I don't see it necessarily as many of you getting fired or any significant amount of people. I would say that, I think, if that was the case. But the Tower card coming out last tells me that something unexpected that you don't see coming in regards to your work. But I think it's more of your choice. I think it's more you guys taking initiative with your career. I don't get a lot of money for Tauruses this month in November. It doesn't seem like there's any huge windfalls of cash. It seems like the energy for you guys this month is more about creating change, having what you need, and self-starting and entrepreneurial kind of vibes going on. So really doing what it is that you feel is best for you, regardless of the circumstances and or the people around you. And that's really what the Tower energy is. You may have been thinking about quitting your shitty job that you don't like. Maybe you work at Pizza Hut like I did. Maybe you work as a stripper. I don't know. But the idea is that you're kind of done with that shit, and that's where that Tower energy is at. Okay. So that's the reading, Tauruses. In the future, I'll add little things, advice messages, things like that. Maybe even a second reading this month. But seeing as this is my first Taurus video, I'm going to keep it at this. All the personal information for private readings and all the other self-promotional stuff that people love to hear, that's all in the description box. Otherwise, guys, I'm just here to help you guys out, and I'll see you next time I talk to you guys. Unless I die, in which case I won't. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye-bye.